Welcome back to the Tea Room. Today we're talking about how core beliefs about sex can hinder intimacy in our marriages. Wow, that's a good one. We want to go. We're going to talk about that. But I wanted to start with you, Joyce, before I got to the core beliefs with the adults. Doing It Right is a book that you wrote, and you're dealing with you're taking it head on with these teenagers and telling them how to do it right. Yeah. So why is it important? And where is the core of this with our teens?
Okay. You know, let me pick up with one of the statements I made earlier, where I said we have to create a culture, a culture that celebrates celibacy. I believe that our parents were attempting to create that. The things we said, they told us, you know, keep your legs closed. That was the culture that they knew.
Right, that's right.
And so they were creating that based on their core beliefs.
That's right.
Based on the things that have been passed down
and
to
that's
them.
how they expressed
That's how they expressed it. And so when I started to write this book, the first time I wrote the book and I presented it to some teens, they read it and they said, I hate it. Wow. And I wanted to cry because I worked so hard.
Absolutely.
And I said, what's wrong with it? They said, it's too preachy. Yeah, you got too much. It's too preachy.
It's real.
And they said,
you have to reach them.
and they said, we believe in God and all that. Then you know how they talk. We believe in God and all that, but we need to know what you did wrong.
Wow.
So that we can do it right.
Now that's the transparency.
That's the
what I'm saying.
transparency.
That was important that they went to
Absolutely.
you. Don't bring the message to me unless you can show me.
Absolutely.
I like that. I like that.
And so I had to go back to the drawing board for a whole year. And I had to look at my core beliefs and say, where did they come from? Where did I learn about sex?
Where did you learn those? Whatever you feel about it, where did that come from?
Other children that didn't know as much as me. My sisters who I thought the world of because they knew it all because they were older than me.
So they heard somebody talk about it and passed it on to you.
And they passed it on to me, and I went to the wrong people. And so
what's a core belief of yours about sex?
What it is now, I believe that my core belief is biblically based, that sex is between one man and one woman in a marital situation.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. Is that core belief hindering you from getting a man?
Absolutely. That core belief is hindering me from getting in a relationship because a lot of men want to test drive.
Before they buy it.
That's good.
They want to test drive.
But I'm saying, no, you can't take the car off the parking lot and drive it back and use the miles and come.
This can't happen.
I'm just not that kind of girl. And so
that
core belief does hinder me and a lot of other single women who are trying to do it right.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's what I wanted. I wanted to. It's so important that all of you represent other women, and you know, and it's so important that we are able to be transparent to take that thing out there. Everybody knows Miss Deborah's item. My mama told me to keep that pocketbook closed. You understand what I'm saying? And when I finally did have sex, I was scared, didn't enjoy it, scared to death, didn't know nothing about it. I mean, maybe everybody else did, but I didn't know anything. First time a man kissed me, I thought I was pregnant.
That's right. Back in the day, we heard that.
Yeah.
You kissing boys, you want to get pregnant.
You know, we just didn't know.
And I think it's because their parents didn't pass it on. You know what I mean? And they passed it on as much as they knew.
Yeah.
Or was open to, because again, the churches were not as progressive as they are now.
Right. That's so true.
Now, you are a married woman.
Yes, I have. I've been married for 26 years.
Let's celebrate. So tell me a core belief that you have that affected your marriage.
That good girls don't do those kind of things in their bedrooms with their husbands.
Stay right there. Stay right there.
That was the one.
Girl, we need some counseling on that.
Sex was bad. Sex was something you weren't supposed to enjoy. If you were enjoying it, you were a bad girl. There was something going on wrong. There's something nasty about you.
That's nasty about you.
And sex isn't nasty. It's beautiful. It's designed by God to be beautiful for many things, for procreation, for comfort, right? For us to get closer and really have oneness oneness and intimacy with our husbands, to really understand who they
how
are and allow them to understand who we are.
Now that's good, because the other thing that I love this, because one of the reasons, this is the core of it right here in terms of the marriage, okay? And I teach this course, Bedroom Secrets, around at different churches, and one of the things that I find out with these ladies is that I'm telling you, women are 70, 60, 40, 30. It's still happening, y'all. They're in the bedroom and they're like, I don't want him to see me.
Right.
I don't want him to have that kind of impression of me.
Yeah. It becomes a duty. This is what I'm just supposed to do. It's my duty. And we want to learn how to enjoy sex. So let me share something with you all, if it's okay. We created a t-shirt, and the t-shirt says, I'm holy and hot for my husband. Wow. Song of Solomon, right? And it says, my beloved is mine and I am his. Right. Everything about me he should know from top to bottom. Everything about him I should know from top to bottom. So when we talk about what our parents taught us, our family of origin, the reason why was because they weren't taught that it's okay for us to have freedom in our sexuality.
Yeah, so the thing is, you know, we're unpacking our baggage here now. So you know, we're bringing some baggage to.
That's right.
Now, you know, some of us have been touched in places, and we haven't really shared that with the husband. And when he touches me, it brings back those kinds of intimate, unwanted issues, and so I can't be free. What do I do?
Wow.
First you go and get help.
Yes.
And you start finding out where you need
Do
to
I
get
tell
help.
my husband first, or do I tell me what to do?
I think you should get help first for you, so that you can know how to share that with your husband. If you're still embarrassed.
All right, we're gonna keep that. Girl, let me tell you, this is a good one. Okay, when we come back, let's find out how we can challenge our thinking and bring a new attitude to the bedroom. I love